Let's go.
Make room. Welcome to the Dream Chasers Podcast, where ambition meets action. Strap in as your host guides you on a journey filled with stories of tenacity, hustle, and the triumphs of those who dare to chase their dreams. Whether you're guiding towards your first milestone or looking for that next big leap, this is the place for inspiration, insights, and unstoppable motivation. Let's get into today's episode and turn dreams into reality. This is the Dream Chasers Podcast.
What's up? Yep, we back, y'all. We back. We're gonna do 2 shows tonight, y'all. We're gonna do 2 shows tonight. Right now, as we speak, y'all. Yep. And no, the team didn't know I was doing this one. Look first, right now. Yeah, Humbola Apartments. Nah, we ain't letting it go no more, Humbola. We're not letting it go no more, Humbola Apartments. Humbola Apartments. Yep, I got one picture up there, and I'm gonna put up a few more pictures soon as a couple of people get on. Come on. I need all my people to tag everybody. Let me see if I can go ahead on and tag all my followers. No, I just tag everybody. Tag everybody. Humbola Apartments. Yep, I am on Humbola Apartments tonight. Yes. Tonight I'm on Humbola Apartments. Tomorrow night, I think I got a guest tomorrow night. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to check on the schedule. But tomorrow night, if I don't have a guest, I'm on Gethsemane Graveyard. Two missions. Gethsemane the graveyard that's in Truman, that's for Gethsemane. I think it's Gethsemane Gardens, I'm not sure. And Humbola Apartments. Listen, nobody should be living like this. Nobody should be living like this. When I say nobody, I do mean nobody should be living like this. Nobody. This is the ceiling in Humbola Apartments that a young lady has showed me. Tag y'all people. We need to find out who we need to talk to. And look, this is years of people sending me stuff. We contact this one, we contact that one. No, that can't go through this, that can't go through that. Okay, look, another picture. Humbola Apartments. No, that's not no good living condition. Nobody need to be living like that. Humbola Apartments. I need y'all. Look, listen, but y'all tag all y'all people, man. At followers and everything. Let me go do it myself. Let me go tag all my followers in it, man. Because Humbola Apartments, nah, it's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. This is Humbola. Look. And they don't fix nothing. They're not fixing nothing. It is raining in their apartment. Nah, we're not gonna do that. Let me go ahead on and see. Let me go ahead on and check on my page. That's Humbola Apartments, y'all. That's Humbola Apartments. Hold on. Let me add my followers. Hold on. Okay, yeah, I did it. So, look, this is Humbola Apartments. This is not going to work. This is not going to work. Y'all, look, somebody tag somebody that knows the owners on, where's Tyra? Let me see if I can tag Tyra. Yeah, I just tagged Tyra. Okay. Look, we have to make sure that this gets taken care of, y'all. Look. This young lady has children, and I'm pretty sure they have other people in there. I got some other stuff. I didn't want to show the rest of it, but yeah, y'all, this has to stop. Humbola Apartments. Nah, look at the living conditions in Humbola Apartments. That's not gonna work. Nah, that's not, and they're not fixing nothing, y'all. And they've been doing that for years. So I say that we need to all come together and make them famous. You know, you can't do that. You can't do that. No, no, no. That's not, nobody deserves to live like this. If I'm paying my money, I don't even care if it's the state. I don't care if it's the state. I don't care who it is. Humbola Apartments, I don't care what it is. I'm not saying it's the state. I don't care who it is. I don't care if the state paying for my apartment. I don't care if I'm paying $1 for my apartment. I still don't deserve to live like this. No, 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 no. Humbola, you're on the clock, Humbola. You're on the clock. Yep. The graveyard in Truman tomorrow night. Y'all next. Nah, we're not accepting that. We're not accepting. This is something that we're not accepting. No, we're not accepting this. We are not accepting this. We are not accepting this. Tag somebody that knows the owner or how to get in contact with the owner, because this is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. Yeah, the team is gonna ask me, well, where this show came from. Y'all tag y'all people, man. Tag somebody. Tag somebody that y'all know that can explain to me what's going on or why they're not fixing nothing. You don't have to explain it to me, but you're gonna have to explain it to the whole community. Everybody is gonna know right now. Humbola Apartments. This is the inside of Humbola Apartments, and this does not need to be like this. It's raining in the apartment. They're not fixing nothing. Man, I can just kick that door in and be in that apartment, man. Look, this is this not gonna work, y'all. Nobody living conditions should be like this. Let me inbox this young lady and tell her that I am on live right now as we speak. So come on, man. Somebody, where is Tyra? Let me call my wife. Let me call Tyra. I'm gonna get Tyra on the phone right now. Let me see if I can call Tyra and get on the phone. Yes, y'all, this is some of the pictures that have been sent to me by the young lady. I have more pictures. Hello, Tyra. How you doing? I'm on live. I just tagged you, and I got some pictures about a young lady telling me about Humbola. Yeah, I'm on live. Can you know how to get in contact with those people, the owners? Yeah. Uh-huh. Can you do me a favor and put that on the post, Tyra, if you don't mind? Okay. All right. So Tyra is yes, Tyra, you know Tyra gonna throw a barbecue. Humbola, y'all don't want Tyra to throw a barbecue. Tyra is the young lady that has been dealing with Humbola for quite a while now. Tyra knows the ins and outs. She said they don't call you back and this and that and all of that. But y'all, listen, come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. It's no way possible. It's no way possible, man. It's no way. And look, that's the thing. And they don't cut the grass. And you get paid every month. And if I'm gonna get evicted if I don't pay you. Come on, man. Come on. We gotta fix this, man. When the young lady inboxed me, about 7 other people tagged me in the post. Yo, we gotta get this. We gotta get this. Here's Tyra, y'all. Here is Tyra. Tyra, let me know if you want to come on the show, or if you're gonna just post it in the comments. Thank you, Tyra. Thank you for that quick response. If you can let the people know, Tyra, how difficult it is to actually get in contact with them. If you want, you could just type it in the comments so I can send you an invite, Tyra. But man, Tyra been dealing with that had dealt with that for a long time. Okay, I'm gonna send Tyra an invite. Y'all don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Let me send Tyra this invite real quick. Let me send her this invite real quick. Y'all don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. I'm gonna send her this invite. Hold on. Okay. I sent Tyra the invite. So she's gonna join us real soon. And Tyra knows all of the ins, the outs about this, y'all. This has got to stop. Yeah, this has got to stop. I told the young lady that I would be going live tonight, and right after the show with Jason Pappy, y'all, I made sure that I went live. Y'all look at this, y'all. It's no way possible. Nah, we can't do that. Nah, we cannot do that. We cannot do that. We cannot do that. Tyra, I sent the invite to your inbox. Yeah, we cannot do that. We cannot do that. Let me text it until I sent it. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Yes. Okay. Humbola Apartments. No. It's in your inbox. Tyra. Humbola Apartments. No. We're not doing that. It's too many times. And then you say you was gonna fix this, and you say you was gonna fix that, and this and that. Y'all, who do we have to talk to? Who do we need to talk to? We need to talk to somebody. Look, and look, right now, I'm talking about ASAP, because man, this been going, man, no, ain't nobody that deserves to be living like this, man. No. Nobody deserves to be living like this.
Okay,
y'all. Now y'all know me. I don't introduce nobody. And let me look, cause y'all look. She not gonna like the name that I would call her, cause she don't like to be called that every. Now you can slide it. The barbecue name you can call that every now and then. But let her go ahead on and introduce.
well, right now I was the grandma that fell asleep in her recliner, take a nap until my brother called. So this me right now. Anyway, how y'all doing? So it would be my pleasure to break down Humbola and all their mess.
I got you back 1,000%.
And you already know and y'all look, the Most High still working on me, so I'm gonna try to watch my mouth. But when it comes to these people and housing and everything else,
don't hold back.
A number of years ago, so I've had 2 children live in Humbola, right? My oldest daughter was there, I think like around 2017. And there was an issue with the grass. Now, I'm just going to say it like this because it's in me. Black people, some people acted surprised that this is going on whenever they knew that even back then I was doing live feeds cutting grass with my weed eater, just so my grandchildren could play outside around the house, because the grass was taller than one of my grandbabies who was about 3 or 4 years old at that time. There were snakes and mice and everything else crawling around in the grass.
I remember.
I had to do that a couple of times. Miss Green, because that's her name, who's the manager over there at Humbola, the way I understand, back then they had just lost a manager for embezzlement, taking the people's money. Kind of like they did, way back in the day, whenever I shut down the housing authority and they found embezzlement over there, stealing from poor people who could barely afford to pay rent. Cutting grass, trash all over the place, dumpsters weren't being dumped. They had owed the grass company all kinds of money. That's why they stopped cutting the grass. A church ended up coming after I had gone on, I think my second time cutting the grass around my daughter's apartment and another people's apartment to try to start cutting also. They chased that church
I
away.
remember
The
that.
church was like, and my brother, me and you, we had a conversation
Uh-huh.
about how far we could push this.
Mm-hmm.
I went to the city and reported to code all the stuff that I had seen, because that daughter who was on that's what the D building, I want to say, that faces Saint Antoine. It faces Saint Antoine. It faces um El Cidos. So I think that's the D side. Her ceiling was starting to fall, like it was gonna fall on her, caving in. The city came out. I had brought them pictures and everything. The mayor came out. The fire marshal came out. They had a certain amount of time to do certain things. Humbola did the very, very least. Here's the issue about Humbola and what I've learned in all of these years trying to shut that ass down is they have them. So you have your manager in the office. Humbola is managed also then by a leasing management agency that's
Okay.
right outside of Baton Rouge.
Uh-huh.
Those people don't like to give you no information. And then the office, Miss Green ain't gonna give you no information either.
Okay.
Miss
Okay.
Green don't want to lose her job. Humbola Manor Apartments is owned by Agape, um, not Agape, is it Agape Realty or something like that? They're out of, I think, San Antonio, Texas. They are owned by a nonprofit agency that is attached to a church, and every 6 to 7 years, their board of directors changes ownership and then also nonprofit name.
Wow.
So every like 6, 7, maybe up to 9 years, I'm gonna give it that window. They change names. So ownership, responsibility, those board members, if you have a nonprofit, they circle around and everybody gets a chance. They own a number of low income apartments, not just Humbola, but throughout Texas.
Wow.
A number of them. When I've reached out by email, spoken to people, and left an email or a voice message or the secretary taking the message, nobody calls back. And I'm going to get back to you and I's conversation a
Uh-huh.
number of years ago.
Uh-huh.
We could push this so far. And what's going to end up happening is that we're going to have well over 100 families, because there's over 100 units there, that could be homeless. And with not being able to contact real ownership of Humbola, if those people are making our community, our brothers and sisters live like that, you think they give a shit if they on the street with their children? Do you really think They gonna pay for them to stay in motels, hotels, or Holiday Inn with their children until they get their apartments repaired. My other daughter, Mariah, moved in with me last year. They were trying to make her pay over $700 a month in rent for her little 2-bedroom apartment once she got her position at her job where she was a manager. Her ceiling had already fallen on her. I posted those pictures up. A piece had fallen, barely missed my grandbaby. At that time, he was like 3 years old because now he's 5. So
And
about 3 years old.
what year was this?
If it was 24, then we could say that it was like around 2021.
So,
So
so at least you had already said 2017, right? When it first started.
2017, around that time, I was cutting grass. 2018, yes, around that time, I was cutting grass. Go, y'all can type it in underneath. Type in Tara Fogelman, cutting grass Humbola. Tara Fogelman, they done called the police on me at Humbola. When Mariah called me, because she had already left Miss Green, I told her, I said, Mariah, when you're complaining about that ceiling, for your own interests and safety, I need you to make sure you send by email also, not just a written or word of mouth work order. She started taking pictures. She started sending the emails to Miss Green, letting her know about the ceiling. Nothing was done. Then they came, I think, and they patched up a little bit or something weeks later, and then didn't finish the whole job. That damn ceiling fell on my child and barely fell on her foot, barely missing my grandson. So I went over there and I saw what I saw it. I took pictures. I went live. Now, let me tell you how you got people who watch your lives and act like they for you, but they the first ones to go run tell that to Miss Green. So while I'm filming this, and I think we have the fire department coming to check this out, right?
Uh-huh.
The police come to Mariah's door. Miss Green, how you doing, my baby? If somebody tells you I'm talking about you. Miss Green decided that she was going to call the police on me. And the city police came while I was doing my live and told me I needed to leave immediately, that I was trespassing, even though that was my daughter's house. Miss Green did the same shit to me whenever I was out there cutting grass in front of the other daughter's apartment. I called. Let's be real. I called Pat Lewis after I was sent across the street off the property. Like I was followed, escorted by the police to make sure I got off of Himbola's property, even though that was my child's house. I was inside her house, and I was not causing no problems outside the house. I talked to Pat Lewis. Oh, he assured me he was gonna help. He was gonna do something. Mama's on the phone. Go sit down. Mama, yes, Mama's on the phone. Pat Lewis didn't do shit. I called A.B. Rubin asking for help. He said he was gonna make some calls. I I trust A.B. that he did try to make some phone calls. Went back to housing code enforcement. Tried to get something done. Couldn't get it done. Called a number of our so-say leaders,
I
community
remember.
people,
I remember.
begging for help because it wasn't just Mariah's ceiling, it was a number of other people's ceilings. Sierra had nothing but black mold in her apartment. Every time that the upstairs neighbor would take a bath at Sierra's house, apartment on the D side, because Mariah was the F side, the D side, and I guess like if they would be using the toilet, but upstairs was using the tub, and it would drain. Something would happen. There would be backflow, and water would go into the closet.
Wow.
And it's not just the repairs or the lack of maintenance at Humbola. These people, Miss Green, because she would have to approve it, overcharge or mischarge people over there for damages.
Okay, now question. Now question. I don't think I know Miss Green, but you think she's just doing her job?
No, I think she's sitting down, crossing her ankles and her wrists, collecting herself a little check, because anybody who's doing their job would make sure that low-income, poverty-stricken individuals would not live like this. Not all money is good money, my people. While she's sitting down collecting a paycheck in an air-conditioned office, you got our little children in Humbola breathing in black mold spores. I had grandchildren that stayed with sinus infections and upper respiratory infections in Humbola. I had a number of people reach out to me and show me pictures about what was going on in their house, reported it to Housing Code, and go and sit down in person with the big man over there. This is bigger than Humbola. This isn't just Humbola. I've heard Broussard Properties allows this to happen too at the Northgate Apartments. You know what I'm talking about, Chris?
Yeah.
I already had a lady a few years ago around the same time with the Ebola situation with her roof, talking about they gotta come fix it after building materials go down. But you collected these people's rent. I don't care if an individual only pays $5 a month in rent. The government is giving you the subsidy to be able to total the full amount of rent. So no, I don't think Miss Green is doing her job. I don't think a lot of these rental property companies are doing their job when it comes to subsidized housing. Just because you're poor and minority does not mean you deserve to live in dysfunction and filth and lack of maintenance and repair.
I agree.
So even with the city, and the city not doing their job, housing code enforcement, the pictures that you showing right now, that did not happen overnight.
Didn't.
So you can't tell me even a couple of years ago when housing code was back there, let's say about 2021, 3 years ago, you can't tell me that when the fire marshal went out, he didn't see no issues.
Tyra, with this door right here that I'm showing, Tyra, how can I lock my door?
They don't care. I guess you got to push your sofa behind it and say a prayer to God tonight and say, please don't let nobody come in.
And what about when I leave? I can't lock it.
Yeah, that's a good question. I guess you ask the good Lord. Put me an angel right there.
So Tyra, basically, Tyra, we at this roadblock.
Basically, it's the fact that are we gonna join together as a community and go down to housing court enforcement and kick some ass and make them do their job? You see, because Miss Green is small. Miss Green is just a manager. We need to go down to housing code enforcement. Now, when they come out there, and get my cigarettes and my lighter, please, because my little nerves bad. Go ahead, Sienna. Sienna, I'm not playing. I'm gonna send you to Chris and Latina's house. Get out of my room. You know what I'm saying?
And you know we're gonna take her. We're gonna take her.
That's goofier. But the screen is small. Housing code enforcement has been out there with me calling a number of times. Humbola acts like they gonna do something. Man, look, they put them a brand new black gates. Ooh, they put out. Oh, y'all want to know something else while I'm spilling the truth?
Uh-huh.
They put out security, paid security out there.
For
But
you.
but wait, no. At night, that would check your ID, and you have to give them the address, the apartment you was going to. But yet, one of their security people was caught in an altercation with selling dope and a gun.
No.
And in the same gun that was shot by my daughter's house and hit one of the windows in the brick. See how to
Dang,
stop.
man. Dang, 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 dang,
I mean,
dang.
Mariah, they shot around Mariah's house to where she's had bullet fragments in the brick. One barely missed her window. One hit her car. But yeah, you have on-site security overnight. Where they do that at?
Wait, say it again.
If you have 24-hour security
Uh-huh.
and they supposed to be patrolling, how they able to shoot back there and get away with it?
Dang.
If you spend money on this beautiful black fence, but you didn't spend much to keep everybody out or in, but you didn't spend no money on your repairs, they don't care. Again, Miss Green is small. If our if our housing code enforcement and whatever other department with the city of Lafayette doesn't do their job, where our tax dollars are going, ain't that supposed to be going to pay them to do their job?
Yes.
It's bigger than Miss Green.
So Tyler, what you think needs to be our next? And look, I'm talking about everybody in the world, we need to do this today. Where will they?
Okay, so here's another issue though, Chris. Here's another issue, that's something you have to think about. We got to go back. In 1993, whenever Cleveland Romero, the director of the Lafayette Housing Authority, called my firstborn child the N-word, he told my mom, he's like, if you would have raised your daughter right, she wouldn't have been effing an N, and you would have an N grandchild. My mama came home crying. Sierra was only 3 months old at the time. My first taste of racism. With my complaint, I shut down the housing authority. And they found out that there was embezzlement, segregation, and discrimination. Back then, Cleveland Romero lost his job. And then they go put in old fucked up Walter Guillory to go steal some more. I said it. He knows I don't like him.
Look.
What I'm saying is, hold on, Chris, when it comes to substance like this, a lot of people who live in subsidized housing, they're poor, they're poor, and they're scared to talk. Just like back in the day with the housing projects, they were scared to talk. They know they can't afford to move. They know that they can't afford to pay higher rent. They can't afford the process of being in a motel room before they find another house. A lot of them will not talk. A lot of them, they're not going to talk about what's going on with Humbola. They scared, and you have to understand that fear.
I definitely understand.
You know, we can both go back because of our upbringings and because we lived poverty-stricken lives. Our mamas did the best they possibly could for us. But even whenever I was blowing smoke back in the day, I was only 19 years old. I was bright, but vibrant. I didn't give a shit.
Uh-huh.
You understand? But we have people who have a number of children back there who are not going to. So we can't say, "Come on, Humbola, start talking. It's your house. It's your right. It's your house, and you got to speak up." A lot of them aren't. And then what safety cushion do we give them to speak up? Because I can't afford to put nobody in the motel room, and my house is already overhoused. They can't come live with me. So what we gonna do? You gotta make the city get on agape realty or whatever it is now, whatever they call it now, ass. And you have to make the city do what they're supposed to do for their people. Because I don't care how poor you are. If you go to the store and you buy you a bubble gum for 35 cents, you're still paying like 5 cents in taxes. So and that has to be divided all throughout, however it's done. City, state, parish, whatever. We're all taxpayers. I don't care if you get welfare, food stamps, and Social Security or whatever. When you go spend your money in our stores, you're still paying taxes.
Makes sense. Clarissa Hamilton said, uh, the people know that they scared. That's why they're not making moves to help.
That's exactly why they use the fear that a low income person has about housing against them, but to benefit the actual owners. And you can't tell me that the original owners of Humbola don't know the condition. They know the condition.
Tyra, this right here. Tyra, this looks so what's happening right here, Tyra. It is raining in that apartment.
And what they do is, like for Mariah's, they gonna come, they gonna put some wood, they gonna get their little so say maintenance people. They gonna go put some wood up there. They're not gonna clean it. They're not gonna get rid of the mold, the mildew. They got hammer and screw up some wood, and they got paint over that. If you go look at a lot of people's houses in Humbola and look at their ceiling, either between the living room, the hallway, and the kitchen, you're gonna see big old smooth pieces of ceiling, and then you're gonna see that other stuff that looks like you took a sponge and you did like this. It makes it kind of rough. I don't know what you call it. I don't do housing construction. But you understand what I'm saying? You can definitely tell where they've patched things up. They don't clean up. And I learned from that flood that we had years ago, whenever we did the distribution center at the Olga Cinema. When it comes to flooding and water rain and raining on the walls, and the minute that mold grows, it has to be. You have to use a dehumidifier, and you need certain solution to clean the walls that actually kill the mold the mold
Yeah.
spurs. Remember, we had that whole little breakdown from the Red Cross. Himbola don't do that. So just because it looks pretty and patched up, don't mean that your child is still not breathing in all that crap.
Uh-huh.
They don't care.
Yeah.
So first, my recommendation is, because only one person, my mama used to tell me all the time, Tyra, you cannot change the world by yourself. Tyra, you cannot carry the world and the weight of it on your shoulders by yourself. It's one of the biggest things I've learned in life. Now, you already know me. I'm ready to go 10 toes down, boots to the ground, especially whenever it comes to housing and poor people, because I've been homeless twice in my life due to some shitty ass landlords. And ain't nobody cared about me and my 5 children living at the travel host back in the day, and then going to the Regency Inn until I found a house on Section 8 in Azalea Park. And nobody came for me and helped me. So I already know how it feels to be homeless.
Uh-huh. So
So we would have to go. I believe we would have to go, all of us, everybody who don't mind being 10 toes down, boots to the ground. We
I
go to the city and we demand that they handle up on Humbola, and we demand that they protect the community that pays taxes, that gives them a fucking paycheck. Because
I
excuse my language, y'all, but enough is enough.
look, listen, hey, Tyra, listen. Believe me, when I knew you was coming on the show, I said, well, it's gonna be a rough and rugged tonight. And you good. Do your thing, you good.
Guy, like I said, the Most High knows that He made it. He's a comedian, but I'm not gonna bite my tongue for nobody to please nobody.
Yes.
Because first of all, if you ain't even walked my journey, you ain't ran my race, you don't understand my passion whenever it comes to being broke, feeling like you're invisible. Nobody sees you, nobody hears you, and you got to get it out the damn mud. If you ain't never been homeless with children, you don't know what a struggle really is. But being homeless goes deep. It works on a, especially a man, it works on a mama. If you can't provide housing that's adequate for your children, you get down, you get in this dump, this slump where you feel like you're just not a good provider. Why a provider, and you're just not worthy of being a mama.
Man,
So
that's
we got to make sure that our city government protects these families. And if Ebola got to be tore down and built back up, these families also need to be compensated and made sure that the city that's allowed them to stay there this long in that filth, because that's what it is, in that filth, in that dangerous situation, that life affecting situation, our city needs to make sure that they taken care of. It can place them. Our Miss Monique Boulet, she's our brand new mayor, parish president. If she wants to do something good, she needs to be able to help, because these people have been ignored. Our people, not just in Humbola, our people who have to live in low income housing have been ignored. While all these rental agencies and these owners, these property management companies, get their pockets fat.
that
Our
should be
babies are breathing in mold.
so it's nothing that protects
There's
our
what?
so it's nothing that protects our people from living like that.
No, we don't have anything here in Lafayette that helps our people from living like that. Our city has nothing set up. One of my issues whenever, Josh is paying his people to give that old slave owner statue downtown 24-hour security, costing what, over $30,000 a year,
Yeah.
that could have been spent on like giving a little safety cushion to our families living in poverty stricken neighborhoods and living in total chaos when it comes to adequate housing. They ignore, I'm going to say us, they ignore us, because it is us. If we love our community the way we say we love our community, brothers and sisters, this affects us. Because don't forget, you are a product of your environment. If you don't have decent housing, you understand, a decent environment around you, how you expect our children to act and have decent behavior? You are a product of your environment.
It makes sense.
So unless we come together and we go to the city and we demand that Humbola be taken care of, either make that nonprofit organization in Texas clean it up and fix it up the right way, or it has to come down. Either way, our community is supposed to be taken care of.
Okay, Brian Charles asks, how is it that they are ignoring? Suppose they don't know.
Who is they? The city? You must have been joining late, Brian Charles, because
Tyra,
I've been over there a number of times showing video to housing code and making multiple phone calls. But again, when you go out there, I wonder if Terrence St. Julian or you, if you would go out there and y'all would do a live from Humbola, if Miss Green's gonna call the police on y'all and have y'all escorted off the property like me. Why am I always the one being escorted away by the police?
I'm pretty sure they would.
You want to see? I'll go out there with my camera across the street and film it. It's like a field trip.
Brian Charles said the tenants of Humbola needs to protest.
And when the tenants of Humbola would start to protest at Humbola, and Miss Green finds out how much you want to bet she's gonna come up with some bullshit to have these people served an eviction. And then they're homeless from an eviction, and then there's nothing that's gonna protect them while they're homeless looking for another house. It's gonna have to be us. Again, when it comes to low income individuals in subsidized housing, a number of people are scared. They don't want to be evicted. They don't want to be forced out. They don't want to be on the street. And then you would be asking them to do that right now, right before school. Why, when they got to have school uniforms and supplies for their children, and they could be homeless at the same time because they protested, because they used their voice. There's nothing to protect them. We gotta have to do it. We gotta have to do it. You not in subsidized housing. That's what that's beautiful, Miss Bro. That's beautiful. But
Definitely
one just can't do it. One can't do it alone.
100%.
Now, if y'all want, we can all come together.
Everybody just do it. I mean, okay.
Yeah. My wife said everybody just boycott them and don't pay them.
You can't withhold rent legally.
Yeah.
You cannot.
They ain't gonna put everybody out.
You can't, even though it needs to be repaired, you can't withhold rent legally. They can serve you an eviction, just like you can say, well, I'm gonna have somebody fix it and I'm gonna send them the bill. That's a touchy situation also. But and over here though, housing code, Byron has gone a number of times and not, I don't think, written them up for everything. They doing the bare minimum here. Cause like I said, the pictures that Chris is showing, there's no way that just happened overnight. This is a few years old. True. If they are in compliance with their lease, there's no grounds to be evicted. But you could come up with extra noise. You could do a background check and see if the person that lives there, visits there, was arrested on the property. That's grounds for eviction. You can go in there and say that the house is messy. That's grounds for eviction. There's a number of things, Brian, if management wanted to be an ass, could come up with to have someone evicted. Please note this also, though, if anybody's listening from Humbola, And if you are making complaints, are you going to step up and you say, look, I'm with them, I'm down with them, I'm going to fight because this is not right and I'm having my own issues in my house with maintenance? Ain't nobody can come and put no 10-day eviction notice on your door unless you serve by the sheriff or the marshal with an eviction notice that gives you a court date to go to court. You ain't gotta move. I'm just letting y'all know. You see, a lot of those managers like doing that. They want to be able to just stick something on your door, scare you, and you think you got 10 days to move. Unless you are served with paperwork that gives you a court date to fight your eviction, it's not legal. You ain't got to go a damn place. Compliance is compliance, sir. But at the same time, whenever someone's trying to save their ass so she can sit down in a air conditioned office and do the bare minimum to collect her check, she gonna come up with something. I've seen it for myself when it comes to Miss Green.
Okay, y'all, and that's why we have Tyra here. I'm sorry, I'm getting some background noise. That's why we have Tyra here. Tyra have been since 2017. Her daughter's not living there anymore, but Tyra has been from the bottom of the totem pole. She went to the next person, and climb all the way to the totem pole where she wasn't getting any reply. So Tyra knows the Humbola situation like the back of her hand.
The only thing I can say is our next step forward would honestly be if anybody who lives in Humbola who needs the help, contact us. You know, we got y'all. I understand the situation back there. I've tried. Reach out Louisiana Housing Corporation. I missed that comment.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. And did they give the phone number out for Louisiana Housing Corporation? And who is the Louisiana Housing Corporation whenever it's HUD that actually pays the subsidy? I'm gonna have to go look on the internet and see exactly what they said on Channel 10. Like I said, I was taking my nap. I'm on live with Mr. Chris. Go. I'm not talking to you. Walk away. Walk away before I take the PlayStation and on internet and get out my room. I'm sorry, y'all.
Okay, say she stayed in Humbola with no help.
So that's what I'm saying. Like I think us as activists, leaders, brothers and sisters of our community, I really believe that if we get together and go down there, we are a powerhouse together.
I agree.
If we are separate, it looks like it's just one of us fighting and they don't care. But if we can bring all of us together, and I'm going to call out our city council representative who represents Truman and our Powers councilman who represents Truman. They need to come with us. Everybody gotta earn their pay.
Yes. Yes.
Everybody.
She said it's horrible. Everyone needs help. They're scared.
I told you that. I've been there. I've been there to the point where elderly people in the projects weren't getting, when I say embezzlement, keep in mind they were stealing people's money, charging them for cutting the grass and pest control back in the day at the housing authority. Those people never got their money back. We're talking about elderly people who were struggling to buy their insulin that was owed thousands and thousands of dollars. That could have helped them. The tenant claims management has not checked on the collapsing ceiling yet as past. Anytime you have to make a complaint in regards to maintenance, you got to have you a paper trail, not just going to management. Oh yeah, it has been a number of years. You go to management, you let them know what's going on with with your house, what needs to be your apartment, what needs to be fixed. Ask her for that email address. Start taking pictures with your phone. Send the request for maintenance repairs by email also. Create yourself a paper trail. Let's see, that was Pat Lewis a couple of years ago. Tara. Okay, I'm gonna make some calls. I'm gonna see about this. Let me go call housing code enforcement. Oh, I know the fire marshal. I'm gonna go call him too.
Okay, this is what
That's
I
what
do.
he said.
I have a few people that's in position now, and I'm gonna call a few of them tomorrow.
I'm gonna go and try to find my paperwork from a couple of years ago with the contacts I made, and then I'm gonna do some digging on the internet to see what nonprofit name Humbola is ran under now. Um, Again, these people don't call back. They're located in Texas, and they have a number of properties that they own that are subsidized housing. We need to start with housing code enforcement. We need to get together and go down there so they could. I called Green Boss and she's not doing anything. And Green's boss is the property management company outside of Baton Rouge. Is that who they still dealing with?
They have no maintenance, no nothing.
Oh, they left. They probably wasn't getting paid for their work. What company, Miss Gidry, she works for?
Miss Gidry, can you inbox Tyra, please?
Yeah, send me the information with her boss's number. And but again, like property taxes, Agape has to pay. The owners of Humbola have to pay property taxes. Even if you're a nonprofit, you still have to pay property taxes, huh, Chris?
But say it again.
If you are a nonprofit organization, do you still have to pay city and parish taxes, property taxes?
I'm not sure.
I'm gonna call the assessor's office Friday. When did the city's gonna be open? I'm gonna call the assessor's office Friday and see if they can tell me what address and name gets the city and parish tax bill. I can just look it up on my phone under the assessor's office, typing in the address, and see if I can get some new information. But we need to make housing code enforcement accountable because they are the ones that have been there several times in the past like 5 years or so.
So look at this. Look at this city. If it's raining in that building, in that apartment, like we all is, that's an electrical wire.
And we know water and electricity don't mix.
Man, that's dangerous.
And I'm wondering, is that an upstairs apartment or a downstairs apartment?
I'm not sure.
Because if it's a downstairs apartment and it's raining, then that means upstairs is getting just as much rain and holding probably more rain than downstairs. And there's nothing but mold all in that apartment, all in that air. That over time, children breathing in mold spurs causes long-term lung issues. I wonder how many little babies we got running around Humbola with the green snot running from their nose down to their mouth right now. That's upper respiratory infection, Chris.
Yes.
Doctor said, oh, it's an allergy. It's an allergy. Not realizing what those children are breathing in every day and night in their sleep. Everybody who's tuning in right now should be pissed off because that could be your child. That was my grandchildren breathing in that bullshit. So I'm ready to go 10 toes down if y'all ready. I've
I'm
been
ready.
waiting for another good one. I got I got my 2 oldest grandbabies in my custody now. Working on the other 2. I'm
Hey,
good to go for
congratulations.
another fight.
Congratulations on that, Tyra.
DCFS is a motherfucker. I would just say that they will drag you through the mud if they know that you low income, and at the same time cause your children or your grandchildren extra trauma they didn't even need to go through. I appreciate the congratulations. Keep me in prayer because those other 2 need to come out of state custody also in Tennessee. But right now, like I said, I was quiet because I needed to clean up my own family and start fixing up my own house. I couldn't fix up anybody else's house.
I agree. I definitely agree.
But Himbola's still cutting up, and I'm ready for another fight. And no, it ain't gonna be with the barbecue pits. It's too hot for that.
So, definitely, we definitely, we coming. Guaranteed, we coming.
So I mean, maybe give we can get with Terrence since this person reached out to him for help. Get a couple of other people involved. Who's the city council member now of that represents the Truman area? Who won Pat's spot?
I know
Elroy, huh?
might be.
I think it's Elroy Broussard. Oh Lord have mercy. It's gonna be all right. Maybe try to get in touch with Elroy Broussard and
I can call him. I guarantee I can call
okay, because I can't.
him.
But I can call AB.
Yeah,
And at the same time, Josh Edmond. He's a school board member and he represents those children that go to school that live in that condition. And I'm sure Josh would be willing to step up with us.
yes. Shout out to Josh Edmond and tomorrow night. Tyra off, but tomorrow night, if you want to come on in tomorrow night, you can. We ask the Cinnamon Church, y'all, tomorrow night.
Wait, we what?
We are asking the Cinnamon Church for that graveyard tomorrow night. That graveyard in Truman.
Sierra and Trey's daddy's buried back there. That is, man, bro. The disrespect.
Yes.
And we talking about Gethsemane. We talking about the same Gethsemane that has that big old beautiful church on Pidhook.
That's the same church.
And they drive all those nice vehicles.
Yes.
They got that good air conditioning and their lawn looks nice.
Yes.
That Gethsemane church.
Yes.
So if they can keep their lawn looking nice and drive those nice vehicles and have that nice ass church with all those pretty seats inside and the pretty lighting set up, why y'all can't send somebody to maintain that grass back there in those graves?
Josh Edmond has cleaned that graveyard probably 5 or 6 times. Got it back. Everything clean, the whole thing clean. No, it's weed, everything.
You see, back there in Truman, even the dead get disrespected.
That's
Even the dead can't rest in peace and it look comfortable and peaceful back there. Same thing as Humbola. When we gonna stop ignoring? I see the number, Miss Gidry. I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna go back through the comments. When we gonna start realizing that our areas of low income, minority stricken individuals, poverty stricken individuals.
That is 100% alive, Mr. Charles. It's 100% for them. 100% guaranteed it's for them.
Don't stand up for him if you don't know it to be true or untrue. Chris is not gonna put it out there that it belongs to somebody when it's really not. And I'm gonna say it again and I'm gonna say it again to piss people off.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I don't know why it's feedback. Let me lower it down. Hold on.
You know me? I can turn my phone down too. See if that helps.
That might help.
You getting some feedback?
Yeah. Okay. Now
You got the big beautiful church and the nice pretty land and all the pretty grass over there, but you can't take
Brian
care
said,
of what belongs to you.
I broke up. That graveyard is for Gethsemane. 100%. Man, she got all of them.
Priorities, Miss Lindsay.
She got all of them.
I'm gonna call them. I mean, tomorrow, the 4th of July, so they're not gonna be open. But Friday, I'm gonna call, and if they have a long weekend, I'll be on it Monday morning. But I really believe that we need to go with our pictures. I think in my cloud, I still got pictures of grass from years ago, Mariah Ceiling from a couple of years ago. You know, this isn't just a couple of individuals.
Yes.
These are a lot, many apartments that are like this. I had a lady reach out to me last year because of what was going on in her apartment. And when she started complaining, Green started threatening her with an eviction notice with some crazy reasons to try to evict her.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I'll look forward to listening to Josh about that. That's we keep ignoring our low income communities. And again, our children will act according to their environment, either in home and what surrounds the home. And it's like a trickle effect, and we wonder why we have these behaviors. Because people who get a paycheck to actually do shit don't give a shit. I think what I need to do, Byron, is go to Humbola, hopefully, and not get kicked out by Miss Green, and go ahead and legally set up a tenant council back there and start putting together back what I learned from Louisiana Acorn and get these people motivated and feeling empowered. Let them have a tenant council that they set up, but that's if the residents there are willing to participate. Because we also know, and I shoot straight, I don't sugarcoat. We also know that there's a lot of people that like to run their mouth. They like to talk the talk, but they don't want to walk the walk. They're going to want to complain, but they're not going to want to do the work. And they're going to expect you to do the work for them. Well, baby, I am tired of doing the work for y'all. Unless you got to help me, I'm not going to make myself tired and run down and get more gray hair than what I have in the wrinkles. Because look, ask Chris, activism and advocacy, when you on your own and you're trying to help people who don't want to help themselves, It's draining. It will suck the joy and the life out of you to where you have nothing left for yourself or your family.
Byron, no. Byron, no.
Uh, Byron's a Byron is an exceptional man.
Yes.
So I could set up a tenant council in Humbola, and I could give the office notice that we're setting up a tenant council that's going to be recognized by HUD. But it's about if they're willing to stand up. That's what I'm saying. Like if a lot of people back there are scared, which they are, they don't want to be evicted. It's going to take us to go to housing code enforcement, make them accountable for allowing this to continue on. Try to get a meeting with our new mayor, explain to her the history, because she's not aware of Himbola and the years of this happening. She's not aware that the people who work for environmental quality and code enforcement with the city of Lafayette aren't doing their job the right way. She's just getting into office. We need to make it clear to her so she understands the necessity and how this is a housing emergency for the livelihood of our brothers and sisters and for the health of their children that are in these apartments.
Man, that's
Girl, look, Lavincia, when I tell you I know about the roaches too, them son of a bitches back there gangster.
I don't mean to laugh, y'all. Look, I'm not laughing at the situation. I'm laughing at Tyra.
They still doing it the same way that they did back in the day of the housing authority. The roach people would come, they would spray. House smelled nothing but the baby vitamins. Like whatever they spray gives roaches muscles. Why would they get rid of the roaches? Are you frozen, Chris? I don't know if the screen is frozen or not. I don't know if y'all can hear me. Somebody type in a comment and see if it's gonna come up. Oh, I don't know. Let me see.
Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. We had a technical difficulty. Okay, Tyra, I can't see your face, Tyra.
Oh boy, I'm coming. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah, so Miss Gidget was talking about like even the roaches. I mean, they spray for roaches. It smells like vitamins after they done, just like they used to do in the projects long ago. It's like they making super strong, muscular roaches. Why would your pest control company spray to get rid of the roaches? Because once they get them under control, there's no need to come back and spray so much. So they losing out on money. Why get rid of the roaches?
Man, that's messed up, man. That's messed up. That's messed
Again, low income, poverty stricken, minority individuals and families are always treated like they next to nothing. People will be more outraged the way you treat a dog or a cat. And I love my two dogs and my cat. Don't get me wrong, but they'll be more outraged about that than the living conditions of our communities in lower income areas.
it's it's crazy. That's crazy. I can only imagine. I can only imagine that situation, Tyra. Man,
I
that's
mean, I'm gonna have to go look on my Google Drive and see if I can pull up those pictures of what Mariah's apartment had looked like. And it took almost a month for them to come and patch up her ceiling. They didn't clean for no mold, and that was an upstairs apartment. They didn't clean for no mold. They didn't use a dehumidifier, nothing. They put some wood, some screws, and some paint. And that's how they fix it. They gonna fix it. If there's even one person living like that is too much. But I can guarantee you there's probably at least 20 apartments back there who have those same issues.
but Tyra, if the ceiling is leaking, man, that man,
That goes down, especially I mean, if the ceiling's leaking, that means that it starts from the top because it got to. If it's leaking on the bottom level apartment, then the top one's leaking also. It's between the walls. It's moisture. You got wire in between your walls.
and wherever there's moisture, there's mold.
Wherever there's moisture, heat, and darkness,
Mold.
they got the mold sickness. Again, how many children are walking back there with asthma and upper respiratory infections? I'm talking. Go sit down. There's not an emergency. Go sit down. Go in the living room. I'm sorry. Mama, 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 mama.
And
But
look,
so
when you
sickness.
when your grandchildren come by me, they act like they're the sweetest little children there is.
They are sweet, but boy, they petty. Oh, I don't know where they get petty from. I don't know where they get that from.
Miss
Okay.
Miss Gidget,
I,
we want to thank you, Miss Gidget. We appreciate you for standing up and helping us for the people that can't stand up. Because I can guarantee you one thing I can say, I'm gonna tell you right now. Tyra not gonna let me forget about this. Tyra not gonna play around with this or nothing. And look, so I know one thing tomorrow morning when I wake up, by the time I call Tyra, Tyra gonna want me to, okay, I talked to this one, I talked to that one, I talked to that one, and I guarantee you, everything she says she's gonna do, she is definitely gonna do it.
yeah, this is nothing new to me. I have made so many complaints, and because it wasn't just about my two daughters living back there. Even when I was cutting the grass, I wasn't just cutting around her door. I
Uh-huh.
was cutting around all her neighbors' doors because I wanted those children to walk out and not have a snake or a rat or a mouse or whatever hiding in that tall grass.
Man,
It's not just because my children and my grandbabies live there. You do not mistreat people. You don't mess with the elderly. You don't mess with children, and you leave. You don't mess with low income people. There's already a fight day to day with them, but you're making their lives harder. You disrespect. It's total disrespect and disregard for humanity back there. That should be appalling to everybody.
I'm pretty sure we got a few more people that just came on. So we talking about Humbola Apartments, y'all. And let me show y'all a few pictures. And like Tyra said, we know that, okay now, excuse me, this picture right here, as you can see where the roof is, let me show y'all what happened. It leaked and leaked and leaked, and where the paint fell from, it ripped the paint and everything when it fell. They can't even lock their door when they leave.
Shit. You want to talk about the mailbox? How about this? That a lot of people don't even have a key to their mailbox.
Wow. Y'all need to talk to the state representative and the state senate. That's what they are there for.
Maybe the new ones, because the old ones wasn't doing shit because I contacted them.
Yeah, we gonna definitely. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, we got Timmy, and I know Timmy. He'll step up.
And we got Kenneth back. We got Kenneth back.
I'm gonna keep my comment to myself. We'll see, Chris. I can't hear you if you're talking. Oh, look, I could see people now. I don't know what's going on with his screen. I don't hear him.
You can hear me?
Oh, there you are. Now I hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see it, but I see the door. But so what are they saying happened to the door?
I don't know. I didn't really ask any questions because I didn't want to scare her. And I don't like how the feedback is.
Yeah, you're sounding very like far back.
Yeah. What about now?
It's a little bit better.
Hold on.
But yeah, she's right. We need to maybe call Timmy and the our new state representative. Who won the state representative spot? I forgot. I was happy for Timmy and I was happy for Josh, and I was glad that Josh Guillory was gone. That's all that mattered to me. Do what?
Timmy won state representative.
Yeah, he won state representative. Who won? Who's the senator? Who's doing senate?
You can hear me, Tyler?
Yeah, I can hear you. No, I was just saying that I wasn't even paying attention more anything to more than like Timmy and Josh, and just as long as Josh Guillory was gone, that's all I worried about.
Yes.
So yeah, so we need to reach out to them, and again, even if we could get their help and their support with, going to Marilyn Perkins. Who is that? Lavincia? Who's Marilyn Perkins? Or just like if you could give me like their titles even in my inbox, that way I know who I'm calling, and that way I know who I need to be nice to and who I need to be ugly to. Because you see, my personality depends on the person that I'm calling in their position.
Man, I got some. Man, let me try to fix this noise. Man.
Comments 5.
You can hear me, Tyra?
Gerald Bulger. Okay. And you see, that's what makes it like right. And I'm gonna say it just like this too, like with Channel 10. How many times I dialed Dalfred? How many times did I dial Dalfred? Contact Channel 10, contact Channel 3. Ain't nobody wanted to come out. They didn't want to do a story. They didn't want to see the damages. They didn't care about the pictures and the video I had.
Wow.
Now all of a sudden, oh, now this person wants to share it, that person wants to share it. This has been happening for years. What, y'all thought I was just blowing smoke? No. I was a motherfucker getting escorted off the property by the police. And told that I would be trespassing even if I can't visit my children in Humbola. Because I was bringing all the bullshit to light. To where they were holding it against my children. Because who I was. Miss Green.
Yep. I remember that.
You remember that crap, Chris?
I definitely. I gotta get this.
But definitely, I think that like we can maybe get together and just like brainstorm, call in city and parish councilmen, see if they go do what they get paid for. Because remember, they get paid about anywhere between $32,000 to $35,000 a year to represent us on the city and parish council.
Yep. So, y'all, we're gonna go ahead on and close this because look, it's 9:39. We've been on here an hour and 30 minutes, and I don't know if y'all can my mic is back. Tomorrow we will be back tomorrow, and we will definitely give y'all anything you want to say, Tyra.
Love your neighbor as you love yourself. That's so important. Remember that there are people in worse situations than you are. And if you can help by just using your voice to bring awareness, that's important.
And I just got an inbox. Tyra. And they sent me some pictures.
They sent you some what?
Some pictures.
Of some more damages?
And they said,
we got y'all. I can guarantee you this. When my brother says that he's gonna help, he's gonna help. When my brother called me on the phone and said, I need you to come into this live.
She did it.
He knew that he knew I was gonna jump at it. I've been there. I've lived in those conditions. I've been homeless. So when we both say that we are going to do our best to be able to help resolve the situation, we are. But also the reality is be prepared that if we go hard and we put together our superpowers, me, Chris, a number of other people, there's a possibility Humbola gets shut down. And the reality is that we'll have families that are going to be homeless. Some of them come with Section 8. Some of them are just subsidy. I ask y'all that if y'all have rental property and that's vacant, if push comes to shove, I pray that y'all find it in your heart to help house our community brothers and sisters at Humbola. That's the reality of it at the end of the day.
Y'all, we got to do this together. The only way we can get done. We're going to keep y'all updated. And it's no way possible that we can all on our hands and just let this happen.
Okay.
So we're going to head on and we're going to keep y'all posted. But meantime, I'm going to fix this mic. I've been giving me trouble. Okay, y'all.
See y'all later. Good night.
Let's go. And that's a wrap on another episode of the Dream Chasers Podcast. Thank you for joining us in the relentless pursuit of goals and sharing this space of motivation and growth. Remember, the path to your dreams is paved with persistence and hard work. Stay inspired. Keep pushing. And until next time, keep chasing your dreams. The Dream Chasers Podcast.